Mark, how's it looking out there?
Well, last night it was pretty active. Tonight you're thinking, not much going on, but don't jump into that too fast. Let's show you what's going on. We have, yes, flood advisories out there, northeast and over the northern mountains right now. The area is shaded in green because we have a pretty good line of storms from Dulce all the way down through Espanola, where they've been pounded with heavy rain out into the east. A lot of this is slowly starting to slide to the south. So that's why we may not be done yet here in the metro if this thing survives. Now, some short-term models say, it'll break up a little bit. Others saying we got a chance to get a little bit out of this. So let's wait and see here. But it's very possible we could still grab some more thunderstorms here. But if you're in, say, Santa Rosa and Tucumcari, those storms are knocking on the door. In Santa Fe, get ready to roll. Look to the north. You're going to get what Espanola got just a little while ago. As far as storms down to the south, we still got them around the Silver City area and down into south central areas around Alamogordo. This is what it looked like last night in the Albuquerque metro area. Don Armstrong, incredible shot there of the lightning. No one gets better shots than he does. And Brian Norberto, great looking shot here as well, also of the metro area last night. So what happened last night? Well, we've talked about it over the past few nights, and well, small things can make a big difference in weather. If you remember last night, we had those gusty east winds pushing in that moisture and that cold front. So we had the moisture setting itself up over the city. And then if you remember yesterday, and I know you do, we were talking about weather disturbances dipping on down in our direction. Well, we had one last night, late at night. That helped to act as the trigger, draws that air up and cranks some more storms up during the overnight hours and through this morning as well. And the result was some nice rainfall across the city here. Heights almost an inch, foothills as well, pretty close. Sunport misses out on the big time stuff, but they get some. Downtown about a third of an inch, and the west side up into Rio Rancho did pretty well too. However, after we got through that rain, we still had a lot of cloud cover around through a good portion of the day. Well, this didn't allow for a lot of heating, so we kept the temperatures cool, mainly in the 70s through most of the day. What that did for us is it didn't allow for a trigger during the day, which is usually the heat of the day, to push that air up and crank up some more storms. So we didn't have anything going on during most of the day for the storms, and finally this evening, we've cranked up the storms. So that's the reason why it was pretty quiet here during the late afternoon hours, because we didn't have the sun as a trigger and it wasn't able to crank up those storms. But we're getting some now, and we've got more on the way. 60s and 70s to the north right now, mainly 80s down to the south. This band of storms to the north is slowly advancing to the south, so we'll see if we can get some more storms going here. And then after we get through this band, we're going to get another cold front for late tomorrow into Thursday. That's going to be the focusing point for more thunderstorms. Some could be severe, especially across the east, and will recharge some more moisture. But once we get through tomorrow and probably Thursday, high pressure starts to edge in, and we see the moisture come to an end and the storms come to an end. But as far as the July rainfall goes, over the past 5 years or so, we've taken a look, and right now we seem to see from 2009 all the way through 2013, we're sort of on and off. Some years we've had some huge Julys, like say last year. This year we're on track to do better than average. We're at 1.25 inches. For the month, we should be at 1.6. So we're on track to do a little better than average, but probably not off the charts great, and probably not even as good as we did last year. But still, we're on the right track here. And considering we haven't had the monsoon flow really set up yet, we're doing very well. 80s across southern Colorado, scattered storms. Meanwhile, up across the northwest, partly cloudy, afternoon thunderstorms again for tomorrow. Across the southwest, temperatures here going to top out in the 80s and 90s with scattered thunderstorms out there as well. Over to the southeast, late tomorrow, we're likely to see the impact of that next front across southeastern New Mexico. So you guys likely to see some more action. In the northeast, we're definitely going to see some storms for tomorrow and likely into Thursday. Northern mountains, too, going to be another hot spot. And again, get ready in Santa Fe. We've got that line of storms headed in your direction right now. 85 to Harris, 86 Edgewood, 87 in Cedar Crest. Don't be surprised if we get some more storms tonight, East Mountains, maybe even here into the metro. And if we don't, tomorrow still looks like a pretty good day to crank up those storms. Highs in the 80s, and then slow but true, the drying trend is on the way, by the way, at KRQE Mark on Twitter.
All right, thank you, Mark.